Welcome to Salud Dorada, the place where you'll find the most complete, professional, and straightforward information about sexual health. If you're here, it's because you truly want to learn and improve your performance in intimacy, and trust me, you've come to the right place. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or already have experience. There are always new ways to surprise and take pleasure to the next level. And if there's one technique that can make a difference in a woman's satisfaction, it's oral sex. If you're looking to deeply understand how to provide an unforgettable oral sex experience for a woman, let me tell you something important. Good oral sex isn't just about moving your tongue aimlessly, it's about understanding the female body, sexual response, and knowing how to read the signals she gives you. If you truly want to take a woman to her peak pleasure, there are some key things to keep in mind. The key is anticipation. Female pleasure doesn't start the moment your mouth gets to work. It starts much earlier. Pre-excitement plays a fundamental role in the sensitivity of the intimate area. Caresses, kisses, sensual words, and a good dose of sexual tension set the stage. The mind is the most powerful sexual organ, and the more aroused a woman is before oral sex, the stronger her response will be. Now, once you're in position, forget about rushing. It's not about going straight to stimulating the clitoris immediately, but about exploring, teasing, and playing. Use your lips, tongue, and even your breath to create different sensations in the area. You can start by kissing the inner thighs, slowly moving closer to her intimate area. This will make her squirm with desire and increase sensitivity in her vulva. Remember, a great lover doesn't go straight to the main point, but rather takes the journey with patience. When you reach her most intimate zone, pay close attention to her reactions. The clitoris is an immense source of pleasure, but is also extremely sensitive. For some women, direct contact can be too intense at first. It's best to stimulate it indirectly at first, kissing around it, running your tongue gently over the upper part without applying too much pressure. Over time, you can increase intensity, but always follow her body's cues. If she moves toward you, moans, or her breathing accelerates, you're on the right track. One of the most common mistakes is monotony. Don't use the same motion the whole time. Vary the speed, pressure, and direction of your tongue. Try circling the clitoris, making figure 8 motions, or even spelling letters with the tip of your tongue. The key is to combine rhythmic stimulation with subtle variations that keep the surprise and pleasure alive. Oral sex is not just about the tongue. It also involves your lips and fingers. Gently sucking on the clitoris at key moments can increase pleasure. Additionally, you can insert 1 or 2 fingers into the vagina to stimulate the G-spot, located on the front vaginal wall about 4 to 5 centimeters deep. Apply gentle pressure with a come here motion while continuing to use your tongue on the clitoris. This combination can be explosive and lead to an intense orgasm. Another interesting technique is using different rhythms and pressures with your tongue. You can try the whirlwind technique, where you circle the clitoris in broad movements and then gradually narrow the action area. You can also use intermittent suction, alternating gentle sucking motions with delicate flicks of the tongue. The key is to maintain a balance between intensity and softness, allowing her arousal to build progressively. If you want to take the experience to another level, you can incorporate sex toys into oral sex. A small vibrator placed on the clitoris while using your tongue in other areas can amplify sensations. You can also experiment with ice cubes or a warm liquid, such as mild tea or warm water, in your mouth before stimulation to play with temperature contrasts. These sensory variations heighten excitement and can lead to deeper orgasms. When it comes to older women, it's important to understand that their sexual response may be different due to hormonal changes and sensitivity shifts. In many cases, natural lubrication decreases, so using water-based lubricants can enhance the experience. Additionally, prolonged and consistent stimulation tends to be more effective, as the clitoris may take longer to respond with the same intensity as in younger women. In this case, techniques like gentle suction and circular motions can be particularly pleasurable. It's also recommended to incorporate more caresses with your hands, exploring other erogenous zones like the breasts, neck, and lower back. Mature women often know their bodies better and what they enjoy, so open communication about their preferences is key to successful oral sex. Another effective technique is the pressure play, where you alternate light tongue pressure with controlled suction periods. This creates an accumulative sensation that can intensify orgasms. You can also use your fingers more gently, exploring with slow movements inside the vagina while keeping a steady rhythm with your tongue. Emotional depth and connection are even more important in these cases, So prolonged kissing before and after oral sex can make the experience more fulfilling and satisfying. It's also important to pay attention to her breathing and body language. If you notice she's holding her breath or arching her back, it's a sign she's reaching her peak. At that moment, it's best to maintain the rhythm and technique that are working rather than changing things abruptly. Consistency and pleasure is key to achieving intense and prolonged orgasms. Does this work for all women? Number. Every woman is different, and what works for one may not be as effective for another. Some enjoy intense stimulation, while others prefer a slow and prolonged rhythm. The key is to observe and ask. Don't be afraid to ask what she likes or what feels best for her. Communication is a powerful tool in sex. Another factor to consider is age and sexual experience. Over time, a woman's sexual response can change due to hormonal, emotional, or physical factors. Younger women may have a quicker response, while more experienced women may know exactly what stimulates them best and be more communicative about it. In any case, the secret lies in attentiveness and patience. Finally, remember that pleasure isn't just about orgasm. Enjoy the process. Make her feel that you truly love giving her pleasure. When a woman perceives your genuine desire to please her, she fully surrenders, and oral sex becomes an incredibly intimate and satisfying experience for both of you. If you found this information useful, share it with someone who needs it. And if you want to keep learning more about how to improve intimacy, make sure to subscribe to Salud Dorada. What's coming next will surprise you.